This is Round Roanoke seen exclusively on Cox 9. I'm your host, Kiana Price-Wade. The West Virginia Education Classic has become a college football fall staple in the Roanoke Valley. The Classic is also helping area students score touchdowns in everyday life. Annette Lewis, Senior Vice President of Programs at TAP, and Sherman Lee, Senior Chairman of the Steering Committee and founder of the WVEC, join us now to talk about the game and the students it benefits. Thank you both for stopping in.
You.
So, you guys have an announcement about this year's Classic. Annette, would you like to do the honors?
Well, we're very, very excited this year. This is going to be the first time we're going to do something like this. This Western Virginia Education Classic marks our 13th, but it's the first ever Western Virginia Education Roy Stanley Classic.
Okay.
We will be honoring Roy Stanley this year.
Wonderful, wonderful. What prompted the change, or just obviously he was a wonderful person in our community?
Well, we certainly appreciate the contributions he made as a sportscaster, as someone who supported education. But we decided to partner. Roy Stanley Foundation came to us and said, you have this event every year. We'd like to work with you on it. And we were excited just about the opportunity.
So who is playing at this year's Classic?
This Classic will be September the 1st, and it's going to be Ferrum College versus Emory and Henry.
Okay.
And it's going to be played at Ferrum College.
So you're really getting the college experience in this year.
Firsthand.
All right. And how much are tickets?
The tickets are $5, and you purchase them at the gate.
Okay. Gotcha. Now, Mr. Lee, explain to our viewers how the proceeds of the game are used.
Well, what we do with the funds that are gathered and the funds from the game and the funds from our corporate supporters will be used for TAP This Valley Works and the program which Annette oversees, and it will be used to bring young people back into school, those young people who've dropped out of high school. And I'm proud to say that this being our 13th annual classic, we brought back over 900 young men and women back into school.
Wow.
So that's something tangible that you can touch and feel, and we're very pleased with what we've been able to do, and we're excited because it's a good thing.
Definitely, definitely. So you mentioned it a little bit. What is the TAP of This Valley Works Project Recovery Dropout Retrieval Program, other than a very long title?
Well, basically, we started Project Recovery when we learned that at the time in 98-99 school year, over 500 children were dropping out of schools in this region. And there wasn't a program out there to locate these students and get them back in school. And so TAP worked with Radford University School of Social Work interns. Roanoke City Schools provided a list of the dropouts, started doing that for us. And we started just going out, knocking on doors, talking to parents, talking to students, getting them back in school.
Well, I can tell that you've had a great impact, and Mr. Lee, you mentioned a little bit some of the numbers, but quickly kind of tell us the impact. You want to go in a little further detail about the impact on the community the dropout program has had?
Well, certainly we know the more education somebody gets, the more earning power they have. The less education means, in many instances, it's a drain on our society. They end up on public assistance, or they end up in the penal system. Quite frequently, young people who are truant, that's what's happening to them. So they're not only hurting themselves, but they're hurting society when they don't go ahead and get their education. So us knowing that and having worked with this population for TAP for now 47 years, we know that the best way for them to be self-supporting, productive citizens is to complete their education. So we try our best not to have them stop at the point where they get back in school, but the college experience through the football game helps them want to go back on to college, we hope.
A wonderful program, and obviously the Classic certainly benefits so much beyond that, and I also know TAP does so much more for the community. too much for us to get into when we only have just a minute left before we wrap up. So once again, Mr. Lee, remind us when and where, because that's a change this year where the game is. So tell us, our viewers, again, when and where they can check out the 13th annual, I'm not even going to try to say it, Western Virginia Education Roy Stanley Classic.
All right.
It's going to be September 1st, the Labor Day weekend at Ferrum College. And it's going to be a big day. Ferrum College, and we're very much appreciative of the president of the firm and Ferrum College, is opening the new Hank Norton Stadium. Hank Norton, a longtime coach there. And it's going to be the student orientation day. So we're inviting all our listeners. All roads lead to Franklin County and Rocky Mount, Ferrum College, on September 1st at 1 o'clock.
Wonderful. Thank you. 1 o'clock, September 1st. We will be there. Thank you both for coming in and sharing with us today.
Thank you.
You can find out more about the Western Virginia Education Classic on the Cox Community Calendar coming up during the break. I'm Kiana Price Wade, and this is Round Roanoke on Cox 9.